get ready. Let's sit back on our heels, or if just the seat's more comfortable, that's fine too. Let the hands fall open on the lap. Allow the shoulders to fall away from the ears. Close the eyes. Check in with your breath. Ask yourself if what your body needs and is craving is work and sweat and burning off that energy, or if you want to make it your own and take it down a few notches. No one's watching you, no one's judging you. Whatever you do or do not do is totally up to you. I'm just proud of you for making it to your mat. Allow the hands to drop down, ground the fingertips. Find a little arch in the chest. So a little baby cow pose here. And then walk the fingertips forward, a little baby cat pose. Walk the fingertips back. Maybe walk them a little bit more behind you. And then walk them forward and round. A few more times like this. Maybe you get them a little bit farther behind you and you find a little bit more openness in the chest and across the shoulders. And then take it forward, round into the spine. And slowly come back up to neutral. Inhale, reach. Interlace the fingers, press the palms away. Take it over to one side. Inhale back to center and switch. Come back to center this time. Drop your right hand down, left hand to right elbow. Find a little stretch in your tricep here. And then switch. So just swing the arms out. Left hand drops to pat you on the back. Right hand comes to the elbow. Find your stretch. Awesome. Slowly come out. If you've been sitting on the heels, find your way to tabletop. Tap the toes out a little. Bring some movement and energy back into the feet and the ankles. Sway the hips side to side. We'll walk forward just slightly. Find some little baby push-ups here. So push the chest forward, drop the chest down, and we're just finding the elbows shooting straight back. So you may be able to go a little deeper than I can. And then melt it back. Knees can stay together. We're just finding this extended little embryo pose, or knees together child's pose, whatever you want to call it. Round back up to this extended table. Bring the weight forward, little baby push-ups. So elbows are tucked in nice and tight. Round it back, find your extended embryo. Head can rest on the mat, or if it doesn't make it to the mat, maybe you stack the palms. Or make little fists, give yourself some height. We'll do that one more time. Walk it forward, extended table. 3 little baby push-ups. Core is engaged. Gaze is out in front of you. Take it back. Find your extended embryo. Round it up. Find your tabletop. So we'll get the hips warmed up enough that if you want to go into that arm balance at the end of class, you'll have time and the space to do so. Extend the right leg back. Find some length. Lift the toes. Find your baby push-ups. Awesome. Then right knee comes to right elbow. Squeeze. Take it back. Inhale. Right knee, right elbow. Squeeze. One more time. Take it back. Drop the right foot down. Step the left foot back up to meet it. Find your plank. We're going to go from plank to forearm here. Forearm plank. Drop down to the elbows and the forearms. Drop the hips, but don't lower them way too far down. Awesome. If you can, press back up into plank. Take it back, child. Big inhale. Let it go. Roll back up to your tabletop, other side. Left toes shoot back. Find a little bit of movement. Lift the left toes, 3 baby push-ups. Squeeze the elbows into the side. And then 3 times, left elbow to left knee. Well, really, you're bringing your knee to your elbow. It'd be a little harder to bring your elbow to your knee here. Find some space. Squeeze the side body. Awesome. Step the left foot back. Step the right foot back to meet it. Find your plank. Drop down, find your forearm plank. 3 more rounds of breath. Press back up to plank if you can. No need to do more than you have to. Press it back to your down dog. So allow some movement in the knees. Press the chest towards the thighs. And then 5 rounds of breath childs. So this arm strength work is just as hard, if not harder for me than it is for you. Most of my strength is in my legs. So I promise that I'm suffering along with you, but it's going to make us stronger. Roll out the wrist. Slowly round up to our table. Before we move on, we'll do a little bit more wrist work. Turn one set of fingertips back towards the knees. Maybe rock forward and back. And then switch. Come back to the breath. Turn all 10 fingertips towards the front. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, press the chest back, find your down dog. We'll do some sun salutations to warm up. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Step to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Nice long spine. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up, take it overhead. Fingertips touch, interlace, press the palms away. Take it over to one side. And back through center and switch. Inhale back, exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant the hands on the mat, step it back, find your plank. Option to skip or take the knees down. High to low plank or knees down. Melt it through the belly or to up dog. Find your back bend. Take it back, down dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Melt it back. So gaze is back between the knees. Big inhale. Let it go, exhale. Step to the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up, same as before. Interlace and press. Take it over. Inhale back. Exhale, switch. Inhale back. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Palm the mat. High to low plank, knees down or skip. Always going to be your choice. Take it back to down dog. No rush to get there. Check in with your breath. One more sun salutation. Step it forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Root down, rise up. Inhale. Interlace the fingers and press. Reach. Exhale, take it over. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switch. Inhale back. Exhale, fold. Hinge the hips. Halfway lift, your choice. Flow through or skip it. Take it back to down dog, or find a few rounds of breath and child, your choice. Grab water, do whatever you need to do. We'll meet back in 3 rounds of breath. Next, inhale, right leg lifts. Pull knee to nose and pull the shoulders over the wrist. Inhale, extend long. 2 more times like that. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. This time we're going to take it to the right elbow. Right knee, right elbow, squeeze. Just like we did. You could do this from the knees. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Knee to elbow. Last time, inhale, squeeze. Exhale, squeeze, and hold. As you can see, we're starting to work towards that mountain climber. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull it through center. Find your way into your warrior one. So drop the back heel, rise up. You can take the arms overhead. If the arms are fatigued, option, just leave them down by your sides. Nobody gets to tell you what your warrior one looks like. Or option, interlace, open the shoulders if that feels better. 5 rounds of breath. Shoulders and hips starting to square to the front. Awesome. If the arms are down, rise them up. Open up warrior two. Bend into that front knee. Again, option, you can rest the hands on the shoulders. You're going to give your arms a little break. Maybe roll the shoulders while you're here. 2-for-1 deal. So to get a little more into the hips so that we're ready for our mountain climbers if we go there, we're going to turn all 10 toes to face the long edge of the mat. Then walk them in. We'll find our goddess pose. So heels come in, toes come out. Find a squat. Find your arms into cactus. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, open and squeeze. So we're squeezing the shoulder blades back together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze and hold. 2 more rounds of breath. Drop the hands to the knees. Then we'll drop the right shoulder down and press the right knee away with the right hand. Come back to center and switch. One more time each side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press the right knee away. Drop the right elbow. Inhale back and switch. Inhale back to center. Find your way back to your warrior two. Right knee bends. Windmill the hands down. Option to frame out the foot. Step back, take a float, or skip it. We're going to meet in plank. Still working that same side. So come shoulders over wrists. Here's your option to take it knees down. Right knee would come down. Otherwise, bring the right hand into center. Spin onto the outside blade of the right foot. Stack the left foot. Lift the left arm. Again, option to have that right knee down. Find this version of gate pose. 2 more rounds of breath. Get it, Mom? Mom's over there in side plank. All right. Spin back to the front. Press it back. Find your down dog. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. We'll take that on the other side. Left leg lifts. Knee to chest, bring it through. 2 more times. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it through. Inhale, extend this time. Left knee, left elbow, squeeze. 2 more times. You got this. You're bringing the body weight forward with the leg. Exhale, squeeze, and hold. Inhale, extend. Bring it straight through. Step it through the hands. Set it for your warrior one. Option, any option for the arms. Interlace, arms overhead. Wherever you're feeling would help you the rest of your practice. 5 more rounds of breath. So check out the knee. Make sure it's coming more towards the pinky toe, less towards the big toe. Slow the breath down. The arms are down, reach them up. Open up warrior two, other side. Same options for the arms, maybe roll the shoulders. or just take the arms down or behind. 5 rounds of breath. So we're focusing on the arms and the shoulders, but we don't want to neglect the legs completely. When you're ready, turn the heels in, toes out. We'll come back to that squat. Find your cactus arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze, open up. Inhale, reach. 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more rounds of breath. Firm the belly button in towards the spine. Legs are starting to work. Awesome. Drop the hands to the knees. A little faster this time. Drop the right shoulder down, press the right knee away. And switch. And switch. Last time. Rise back up. Reset into warrior 2. Just as a transition, windmill the hands down. Step it back. Find your plank. We'll skip the vinyasa on this side. You can take it if you really need to, but we'll move into our side plank on this side. So left hand comes to the center of the mat. Option to stack the feet, or option to bring this left knee down, make it more of a hip flexor opener. If you really want to work today, reach for that top foot. 1 more round of breath. Awesome. Kick it over, find your child's pose. I'll show you one more version of side plank that can work if you kind of want to find something in between. You can stack the ankles so that both feet are more connected to the mat, but you're still having to hold yourself up. So take a few rounds of breath here. We'll work towards that arm balance. We'll do one more thing first just to get the hips a little more open. Find your way into your yogi squat. So again, you can go back into your goddess pose or stay in your yogi squat. If the heels don't reach the mat and that makes it really uncomfortable in the feet, you can roll your mat up and just put the heels on the mat, or sit on a couple of blocks or books. Press the knees into the elbows, elbows into the knees, drop the shoulders down. If you're really feeling the arm balances this morning and you want to work into crow before we go into our other arm balance, certainly feel free. Shoulders are nice and warmed up. Let's take 5 more rounds of breath wherever you want to be. Maybe it's just in a seat. Maybe you want to check out for the next few minutes and meet us for the close of class, our inversions and our shavasana. Totally cool. Wherever you are, come back. We'll find our way into our tabletop pose. I'll do it on, let's see, I'm trying to think what would be the best way for you to see it. So if we start from our plank and we take that same posture, right foot lifts, right knee comes towards right elbow and squeezes, that's where we're gonna go eventually. For me, it's a little bit of a cheat. I like to pull the left hand back. Mom, you're not attempting this, are you? So I drop the left elbow down so that I can hold myself up. So come forward, take a bend in both elbows. Bring the right knee towards the right elbow. Left elbow is helping to support the body. Maybe you lift the left toes. So that supporting hand dragging back is usually a big help to help you find that stability. Now that I've told you my mom's over there, I can't help it. But look at her and worry about her. Okay, shake it out. We'll try again on that side if you'd like. So again, coming to your plank as a starting point, then bringing the right knee towards the right elbow. We have to bend enough in the elbows to create a shelf. Let me try it from this side for you. So bend enough in the elbows to create a shelf. Bring the left elbow in And then maybe you can float the back foot up. So give it another try for another few rounds of breath. It's not going so great for me. I'm feeling especially tired today for some reason. So we'll give it a go on the other side if you want. If you're trying to figure out how it's working, message me, we can talk through it one-on-one. All right, let's go to the left side. So, same idea. The left knee is gonna come towards the left elbow. But again, just like crow, you have to have a shelf to put the knee on. So you're resting the left knee on the left elbow because you have a bend in the elbows and there's a shelf. You're dragging the right hand back a little and dropping this elbow in to give you a place to rest the other part of your body. So we'll see how it goes. Come forward, bend in the elbows, bring the left knee onto the left elbow. Maybe you float the right foot up. So play with that for a few minutes, or not a few minutes, maybe just a few more rounds of breath. If you're done playing, roll the shoulders out, roll the neck out. Give yourself a little love. Even if it's not happening, it's all a practice. Certainly not something that most people are going to get on their first try. Most arm balances took me many, many months of trying and falling onto a pillow to get them to work. So just something fun to play with. You can have a very successful and happy yoga practice. We'll cross the arms and bind. A few rounds of breath. You can certainly have a switch, a very successful yoga practice that has nothing to do with arm balances, headstands, fancy things that you see on Instagram. None of that is really what yoga is. It certainly is a part of it if you want it to be, but your yoga practice can be sitting on your mat and breathing. It can be working through a few sun salutations in the morning. It can be finding a couple of restorative stretches after a run. Your yoga practice can be whatever you want it to be because it's yours. So just something fun to play with if you want. Certainly nothing to worry about if it's not in your practice. So drop down to your bum. Slowly start to melt the chest and the back down. Allow the shoulders to be nice and heavy. Squeeze the knees in. Start to cool down the body. Slow down the breath. Take the knees wide. Just hold them here for a few rounds of breath, melting the shoulders. And lift the soles of the feet, reach for the outside blades. Notice we're really in that upside down version of our goddess pose. Should feel good, should feel a little open here. And slowly release the feet. We'll find our way into bridge pose. So option to keep the hands grounded. If you want to continue opening across the fronts of the shoulders, you can lift the hips and start to walk the shoulders underneath. Maybe interlace the fingers. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath. Try not to look around. Keep the neck steady. Slowly start to release if the arms are underneath, and then release one vertebra at a time. Allow soles of the feet to come together, knees to fall open. Find your recline bound angle, Supta Baddha Konasana. Hands can rest on the belly or open. Thank yourself for the work that you put in this morning. Do something nice for your body. Build muscle and bone density. To find resilience and the ability to keep moving forward even when things are tough. Using your breath, your long history of experience of getting through tough things to move you forward. Take a few more rounds of breath here in our bound angle, or if you'd like to extend the legs, feel free. We won't take a full Shavasana together, as I know we are promised a short class. But if you'd like to take your full Shavasana, feel free to cut me off, take rest. You're still in your bound angle, and release the fingers, press the palms away. And then extend the legs long, find this full body stretch. Big inhale. Exhale, hug the knees in and rock over to one side. Just finding a little bit of momentum, and then eventually finding yourself into a comfortable seat. Again, if you want to stay and rest, stay. Taking those hands back out to ground yourself. Sit up nice and tall and proud. When you're ready, inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale to go. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side out. Inhale, reach. Last time. Exhale to go. Connect the knuckles of the thumbs to the sternum, symbolizing the connection of our body to our breath, our prana, our life force. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. It is my honor to guide you through your practice. You are enough. Take a moment to find 3 more things that you're grateful for. List them off in your mind. When you feel complete, option to take knuckles to the forehead, bowing to the divine in each other. Namaste.